Hello everyone, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Part 2. Okay, so yesterday we wrote our first poem, and yeah, we're going to see the results of that. I was going to like rewatch the footage to like see like up to like like count like how many times I like appeased either like Yuri, Natsuki, and Shinjori, but um um I was there for like 18 minutes and I didn't want to like sit through like all of that and me blabbing on. I'm assuming that I like mostly like favored like Yuri maybe but yeah, I think like I did like Natsuki the least, Yuri like the second amount, and then Yuri like the and then Yuri like the most. I think that's what I did. Again, let me know in the comments because yeah. Anyway, I want to like try to like appease like Scenery as much as possible, be a biggest reach out friends, but yeah. Okay, okay, good. Hi again, James. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a bit strange for me, but at least I keep my word. But I at least keep my word. Okay. Back at Literature Club. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, James. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into Literature Club when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, it's like he deserves any slack. So you told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. I mean, yeah, and last year too. I don't know if you plan to come here to to. I don't know if you plan to just come here to hang out or what. The main character is horny, that's why. Or at least that's the impression I got. But if you don't want to take it seriously, then you won't be seeing the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in in the club room. Ah, that explains why. Okay, that explains why I pressed the anime thing that she was like interested. I mean, I mean, manga and anime are like two different things. So I guess if she likes anime, then I mean, I guess if she likes manga, she's gonna like anime. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, manga and manga. Manga is literature. Sweetly defeated, Natsuki walks back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. James always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. I mean, he likes cleaning my room. I'm also like moving like I'm moving the window up. I'm starting like see my mic in OBS. Like cooking, clean my room. How dependable. Okay. Is there an option to like cook like with like with Natsuki? Because I actually kind of like want to do that. Seniori, that's because um, your room is so messy and distracting. Let me guess. The other three are going to like take notes of that. Yeah, is that so? Hee. You two are really good friends, are you? Yep. Yuri, don't go few yonder, eh? Yuri seems a little weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri, I even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Yuri? Never mind. Signori made it. Signori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. I mean, it probably is a big deal, depending on what it is. We just have to meet to rescue the situation. Don't worry about it. So first of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Is that the right thing to say? I don't really know how to talk to girls in the first place, so I don't really know what to do. So a nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. I don't think that's the best thing to say. Is that so? Yeah. 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 I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Oh, here. A book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I'm sorry about the book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, more discuss it if you wanted. This is how is this girl accidentally being so cute? Don't be horny. Eve, she even picked out a book she thinks I'd like, but despite me not reading much. What book is it? And do not be horny. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I mean, I might just read it out of curiosity. Assuming, that's not going to affect the game or anything, in which it probably will. If we're given the option, if you just has to time take the book view, well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone is settled in, I expected Monica to take some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Seem Signori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Yep, she's embarrassed. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is buzzing around in the closet. What she's doing. I feel like I missed some stuff. Oh well. Looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest deck. Okay, so they have this feature for a reason, and I don't think it's just for showing off the artwork. Um, um, I feel like we have to click on things and for an ending. And oh, what's this? I see some kind of dot here. There's probably nothing. I can't even click on it. Slump down to nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. Pretty tries to read relatable. I'm always too tired to write my book or novel. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening on Senior's conversation with Monica. Remember, SpongeBob is called Invasion of Privacies. Yes, I watched the Plankton movie. You're probably going to seem really lame compared. We're going to seem very lame compared to other clips, though. 10 out of 10 advertisements, Signori. Hmm. Well, uh, um, we can't give up. I mean, you don't really need like good PR when when the main character is horny. The the festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intelligible, intellectable, or intellectual. Yeah, intellectual. I'm struggling too much to read a basic English word. Well, but it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone, something that speaks to their creative minds. Hmm, that doesn't solve the problem though. Yeah, what do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if that's a literature event. Oh, whoops. I've always that all for a second. No one will come in the first place if it's just a literature event. It's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know. After they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. I'm giving it an eye on Monica because I think she's gonna do like something like very suspicious throughout the game. Signori is taking this really seriously. It's really to see her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, she think through the trick. I mean, Suki's good at making cupcakes, so that's good advertisement. Cupcakes. Yay, we said the same thing. And I would like to help her. I find myself smiling, and the answer is still her usual self. But there, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. I mean, I might replay the game on stream if I'm able to do that, and the game doesn't delete itself. Um, to like like mess around with like a bunch of like the the options and like trying to like appease like different girls. But no, and I'm trying to like like stay like very neutral in this playthrough and stop the character from being horny. But therein lies the de-emphasized reason I admire her. Unlike me, who initially finding in a motivation at all, she has a bunch of motivation, right? Cover her mind to change things to make them come to life. Sorry. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Probably sunshines and rainbows. Actually, probably not that. So, I did watch like his animation, like music video on like Doki Doki, and it implied that Signori was like very like insecure. I mean, again, it's a music video, and I probably like shouldn't like take like all I'd take that like too seriously, but I'm not going to like disregard that information I saw in that music video. Oh, okay. I open my eyes to find Siri's face of my vision. I nearly fell. I fell in my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for seeming like that. The sass. This isn't the napping club. Does what? Okay, that was a mixture of a cough and a chuckle. I'm just not wait again. That's that's your thing, Sayori. Now that you're in club, you're gonna have less time for anime. Um, you know, you need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Mark overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That that's what I do best. That's uh-oh. What about you? You look out um, you look out for me better than you look out for yourself. Um yeah, maybe be quiet now. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. I mean, I don't think I'll be able to handle this better, but jeez. How many days this past week have you gone up in time? That's it's a secret in which you do it a bunch. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I can't even do that. Okay, so the character is very blunt and apparently very horny. Look, Signori, it's written all over you. Yeah? Got it. Metaphorically, even I understood that. And I'm autistic. You're clearly interested this morning. Look, your hair sticking out some all around here. Ah, I, I, I run my fingertips down the side of Siri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at, look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Oh, I tried to wipe off with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. I noticed that. No one's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I really don't care about that. You beanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Signori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Maybe be a bit. I think there's a difference between being a bit blunt and a bit too blunt. And I think that's a bit mean to say. Yeah, exactly. I'm a bit torn. Again, that's a bit mean. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how better it looks, you'll change your mind. I think you're about to break her. Ye- This is so funny. Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll just make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's it's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Huh? I guess. I think they both like care for each other like deep down. Including like the main character. And man, 20 minutes um, um, has already passed. I guess I'm being like a bit slow, but still. The bud might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I should hopefully to close the button on her chest. And does the thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it, which was how long ago? If you ever buttoned it, then if you ever buttoned it, would you have noticed it sooner? Is that why it doesn't fit you anymore? What are you smiling about? I do not want to talk about boobs. He's the button, sir. Bruh. So all that was for nothing. Phew. That's so much better. So, puts her arms out and twirls around. So I keep unbuttoned, then you won't get a boyfriend, right? What what kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like that's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let. If I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Yeah? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, just focus on trying to wake up a bit earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. It's a deal. Yeah. You're doing it again, Senor. Yeah, yeah, I can imagine. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Okay, good. Yeah. I mean, I think it's a pretty terrible poem, but I mean, there's probably like worse poems out there, like ones that try to do like actively bad, but I feel like I like made some attempt to make it rhyme a bit. Even if I'm never really done this. Why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Singer Mark confusedly pull out the poems. Signori, some people sheet loose. Uh, some people sheet loose of a leaf torn from a small notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Oh, 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 whoops. Whoops, I accidentally pressed on settings. Monica wrote hers in composition notebook. I could see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. The secondary reluctantly complies while reaching in, into their bags. I do the same myself. Obviously, senores. Yeah, exactly. Let's read it. I mean, I basically just like picked like random words on what would like appease you. But I think I actually like ends up like appeasing you even more by complete accident. Exact. I don't really know yet because because again my novel's still in production. Yeah, exactly. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Yeah, and that makes it extra special. Not to mention the hindsight in the classroom. Well, of course. Yeah. Thanks, Signori. I'm not sure if Signori sees the whole picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Yeah, yeah, you joined because A, Signori, and B, the girls, because you're horny. Knowing how much um, this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? And that will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay. Now you read my poem too, right? Don't don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay, yeah, let's see. Dear sunshine, the way you glow. Hold on. Okay, so I can't right click. Yeah. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of my bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Oh man, I'm gonna ring it again. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub um the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away rainy day. I look above. The sky is blue. It is a secret, but I trust you too. But if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay, that's again, I'm not an expert on poems, but I think I'd rate that like okay, I'm actually not gonna rate it. I think uh okay, yeah, I haven't actually I have no words, Signori, and this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. Yeah, you definitely did. Bruh. Um, yeah, basically it is just like her like it's reflect her personality. Um, yeah, yeah. Having breakfast. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hee. This was so much fun. Life is the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. I'm going to write the best poem ever. Let me guess, you're going to do the exact same thing. I'll see like Masuki's poem next. Dude, just be blunt. And that's gonna make uh, and that's going to make a blush. I mean, e- eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. You said eagles can fly twice. People can try, but that's about it. You basically like state like a bunch of what like animals can do. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Yuri would be like who would like probably but actually Marcus will probably would probably be like the best one. Yeah. 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 I mean, now that I think about it, like it kind of like expressed their personality a bit. Seeing you from going around to you do great things to me. But what? Uh, um, but okay, but what's the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I said for word, like I said for rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring up the feeling in the last line. Of course, humans can try and eagles can fly, and that just fell flat. Okay. Yeah. Probably Monica because I feel like hers is gonna be like the best. Yeah. Better off. How much better off? I'm just going with the flow and more settled in. So yeah, that is true. Okay. Wait, really? I thought it leaned more towards Yuri, but I guess I did make it lean more towards Sayori. Yeah. Even if you're showing different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think it's just the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. I wonder what like the full poem is. I'm is there a is there a way to like check? Um, 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 are you sure um um, you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in that case, since Yuri's writing is kind of bit, but in any case, Yuri's writing was kind of a general thing about it. I can just tell that she likes everything explained with emotions like happiness and sadness. And who knew that someone would be so happy to enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Are you telling me to experiment with the game or the poems? I have a feeling that she's referring to the game and not the poems. Um, I'm a bit concerned about that line, but so don't force yourselves to write that someone even else wants you to write. I have a feeling that's going to become very important. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything, and that's exactly what the main character is doing, and exactly what I kind of tried to do when when like doing like senior. Now that I think about it, But then again, she's my friend, childhood friend. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that the what the stack go protrudes, annoys neighbor, and angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't at home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My um I on the wall. It it couldn't have been me. I see the direction what the spackle produced, a noisy neighbor and angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blinds like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My my retinas already scorched with pertinent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. S- Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now, now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Hmm. I mean, it was long. I don't really remember much of it, but when performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Okay, okay. I'm wondering, are the characters going to be like slightly like removed like from like the Steam page, as well as the game itself, assuming that Monica like removes a bunch of characters? I don't know what that word means, but okay. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Um, yeah, yeah, exactly. Maybe after I'm gonna spare with friends with each other. Anyway, here's Marcus Ryan said, okay, sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. I mean, depends on the type of pen. No pun intended. So and so just move your hand and go to the flow and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I mean, Yuri is the only one left. I guess that might be after reading through it, so it's not bad. No, they just raised my voice. Yuri buries her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice that's been so much since we hadn't really gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are um, usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in the writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In 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 other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the type matter and they form fits to the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing, not and go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building and doing them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? Well, never mind. It's fine. Let me guess, it's gonna be a bit like depressing and horror stuff. Ghost under the lights. Okay, the tendrils of my. Okay, I can't read this handwriting very well. My lane. Hold on a minute, I'm going to close my door. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I can't really read this handwriting very well. What the tendrils of my lane illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must to be this one. The last remaining s- um, street light to have withstood the test of time. The last, yes, to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calms, reading out the present, but giving in the past. The light thickens. I thicken black. Okay. I'm sorry, I such terrible handwriting. I mean, it looks like professional handwriting, but I myself can't read it. Wait, it wasn't too sure. Okay, if a character disappears, I'm going to create like a different like save file for my first time playthrough, of course. I usually write longer poems. No, really, I'm glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time showing you want to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into a theory who hatching this raised milk ghost at all, James? Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over after all. But I remember, uh, uh, but, but remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually only do more than tell a simple story or, or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in their last remaining place of comfort unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. But just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I'm probably not even going to pick up on a bunch of stuff, but okay. Guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I'm gonna turn out the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone is judging me for for my mediocre writing abilities. Yeah, I'm not good at writing poems. I'll never be good at writing poems, probably. So I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Signori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes laid on Yuri and Natsuki. They all gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. They read in tandem. I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki but dismissively and returns to the poem on the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fantasy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Oh yeah, she's gonna be embarrassed by that. If you could really miss a symbolism or something. It's really about the feeling of giving up. That's not what you told me. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean to say you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Um, what do I'm having a couple of suggestions. Hmm. If, 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 if I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. So you really liked it, and James did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Nah, James liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. The music stopped. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, this is getting like funky music now. Yeah, that's not what I. Uh, you're just. Yuri sounds as well. Maybe you're just jealous that James appreciates my advice more than you appreciate yours. Uh-oh. Oh, and how do you know he doesn't appreciate my advice more? Let me guess, they're not going to like come over to me and say, "Hey, who do you think is better?" Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way. I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Uh-oh. Everything's getting heated now. You is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't I wasn't the one whose foods magically grew a larger size as soon as James started showing up. I can't tell if that's a burn or not. Natsuki. Oh, Natsuki, that's a little uh-oh. This doesn't involve you. Uh-oh. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as soon as they noticed I was standing there. James. She's just trying to make me look bad. That that's not true. Natsuki started it. If she could just get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple rhyme is more effective. Let me guess, I'm going to have to like choose. Dennis wouldn't have had it in the first place. What's what you're making your problems all convoluted for no reason? I mean, am I going to have to like pick like one or the other? I probably have to. Meaning, the me should just jump out the window and not force themselves to have to figure it out. I mean, for someone who's bad at puzzles, yeah. If you don't know how bad at puzzles I am, watch my Silent Hill series. Silent Hill 2 series, I mean. Help me explain it to her, James. Wait, there's a reason we have so many different I suppose words in a language. The only way to convey complex feelings and beings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only necessary to live in yourself, so it's also a waste. You understand that, right, James? Um, well, um, I'm just gonna ask help for like, I'm just gonna like ask help like from Seniori because I don't want to like take a side here because I see both points, and both points can be effective. How can the two of you keep fighting when you're just making your friend be like this? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. Um, it's unfair for others to neglect their own feelings onto our conflict. Yeah, unless somebody wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. I think you're the one who's being a jerk, N- um, Natsuki. Oh no, he's getting heated again. Yeah, everyone stop. Exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And she's gonna, and Natsuki is gonna make some cupcakes. Like, I might come up as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. And I feel like that's why she deletes a bunch of stuff because she's not good with people. Assuming she does that in this playthrough, which she probably will do, depending on my choices. I'm not very good people. I could even bring myself to interject. As president, it's kind of embarrassing for me. Uh huh. No, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that means Signori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be in her head, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself get hurt. That that makes two of us. You you can count on Wait. Marcus smiles so, at me sweetly know Marco smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. And such a genuine person really does make a good present, regardless of what she says. Your opinion may change as soon as the character is aware of stuff. If only I can get the chance to 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 talk to her a little more. Oh, do not say that. Okay, everyone. It's it's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun, and let me guess, the other two. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. And um, maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your problems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more the about the kinds of poems that everyone likes. Um, with any luck, that means I can at least do a better job at impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Okay, so what happens if I like go back and like like pick like one of the other stuff? Is Martha going to be like angry or something? I mean, I'm tempted to do that, but I don't want to like test the. But I feel like if I do that, I'm poking a bear with a stick, so I'm not going to do that. I'm I nod to myself with a newfound teacher. Sorry, James. Okay, my throat's a bit dry from all this talking. Ready to walk home? Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, yeah, they both have a crush on me. Yeah. I actually forgot like what kind of situation like we're in, like the character's like horny for the girls or something. I mean, he said he is horny, but still. No, do not. It it stops there. We are not being horny, main character. It's easy a story as an intro monologue sometimes. Yeah. Okay. Save. Oh wow, that's a lot of empty save slots. Okay, so I'm going to like I'm going to create like two 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 separate save files. Hold a minute. Main menu. Okay, anyway, that's it for this episode, and yeah, bye, and like see you in the next one, and we're going to like write another poem.